The book of Hebrews offers a perspective on Old Testament characters and events that is richly informed by the New Covenant and the work of Christ on the cross. What then would the author make of the non-peaceful portraits of God in the scriptures of old? Let's explore. Hi, my name is Paul. The aim of this video ministry is to deepen your love of God through theology and to provide you with resources to help you counter the errors of progressive theology. Let's explore the book of Hebrews. The 11th chapter of Hebrews commends the faith of a number of individuals whose accomplishments and deeds are recorded throughout the pages of Scripture. Certain of their deeds came about through their faith, and as exemplified outworkings of praiseworthy faith, are surely deeds that God willed in the eyes of the inspired author. Let's say that one more time. Certain deeds of Old Testament saints came about through their faith, and as exemplified outworkings of praiseworthy faith, are surely deeds that God willed in the eyes of the inspired author. This presents the cruciform approach to Scripture with the following difficulty. The author of Hebrews praises the faith of men who, in their deeds of faith, carried out some acts of violence. It's not that their every deed recorded in Scripture is praiseworthy, but that their deeds the author cites exemplify praiseworthy faith, and these sometimes included non-peaceful acts. Consider we read the faith of Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, of David and Samuel and the prophets, who through faith conquered kingdoms, became mighty in war, and put foreign armies to flight. Their might in warfare, as an exemplary outworking of praiseworthy faith, must imply that their warfare might was in some sense commendable. Someone could perhaps accomplish a disreputable deed through faith, a misuse perhaps of a supernatural ability given to them by God. Here, however, these men are praised for their faith through their exercise of might in war. That's a key difference. It also renders the following objection to this citation of Hebrews irrelevant.
So, and I don't think you'd want to say the author was condoning everything about these folks, because he praises Rahab, but she was a prostitute, and he praises Gideon, but Gideon did some really ruthless, terrible things like flaying people alive for not helping his soldiers go after the Midianites. Or Jephthah, he praises Jephthah's faith, but Jephthah offered up his own daughter to Yahweh as a burnt offering. And then he praises Samson. But Samson is, he reads the 3 chapters in Judges, and he was anything but morally exemplar. This guy slept with prostitutes and one time murdered 30 people in Ascalon just to get their clothes to pay off a debt for a stupid riddle that he'd made. And he only lost that thing because he told his Philistine wife, which he shouldn't have married in the first place, but what the solution was, and she told her Philistine friends, and then he slaughters them, and it goes on and on. So yes, the faith is praiseworthy. He's holding that up. It can accomplish great things, but that doesn't mean that everything the faith was used for is condoning.
Let's back up to what we said before. It's not that their every deed recorded in Scripture is praiseworthy, but that their deeds the author cites exemplify praiseworthy faith, and these sometimes included non-peaceful acts. It should lead us to the following question. If another New Testament author accepted the warfare of Old Testament saints as an example of what praiseworthy faith once achieved, why should we today balk to do the same?